all three defense lawyers representing the three men accused of killing two women at a pig farm in Sebayeng have applied to have access to written accused statements taken in police custody. The state has opposed the request by the defense counsel. The three men face charges of premeditated murder, attempted murder and the possession of unlicensed firearm and ammunition. The bail hearing is currently underway at the Mankweng Magistrate Court. For more on this story, we cross now to my colleague Katleho Nyoni. Thank you very much, Katleho, for joining us. A truly appalling story. So what is the latest?
Well, certainly, good afternoon and to the viewers as well. The Mankweng Magistrate's Court has just now postponed this matter to the 10th of September for further bail application in respect of accused number 2, that is Rudolph Divet, as well as accused number 3, that is William Musora. With regards to applicant number 1, there is an appeal that is going to be urgently applied for by the state. This, of course, emanates from the defense seeking to have access to the statements that were taken by their clients when they were in police custody. This matter will now be back at the Mankweng Magistrates Court. This is, of course, on the 10th of September for accused number 2 as well as accused number 3. With regards to accused number 1, that is Zachariah Oliver, this depends on an appeal that the state has just lodged, saying that they would not want to have the defense get access to the statement that accused number 1, Zachariah Oliver, made while, of course, in police custody. This, of course, emanates from the death of two women whose remains were found in a pigsty at a farm in Sebayeng. The two women visited the farm on the 17th of August and their remains were found the following week on Tuesday. Now, this matter has sparked quite a public outcry. We've seen several high-ranking individuals, including the minister there, CCC Tolashe, coming to the court, as well as the Social Development MEC in Limpopo, that is Florence Ratilani. We've also seen other leaders, people from different political organizations. We've also seen the South African Council of Churches and, of course, other organizations. Earlier on, people were chanting outside saying that the court must not grant the three suspects bail. I'm joined by the legal representative of accused number 1, that is Advocate Jacobus Venter. Thank you very much for your time on SABC News. Kindly take us through your application. Why are you specifically seeking this application to have access to the statement that your client, of course, wrote with the police while in police custody?
Afternoon. Let me just firstly say it's quite an unfortunate incident as a whole, but we as the defence, I've got a duty to represent my client to the best of my ability and to ensure that he's fairly taken through a procedure. That procedure is regulated by the Criminal Procedure Act, inter alia. But the fact of the matter is that I'm quite concerned in relation to the conduct of the SAPS and the MPA in this instance, because we were denied access to our clients and I could not properly take instruction. And then it came to light, when I only received instructions this morning, it came to light now that we are in a situation where, in a total contravention of the constitutional rights of my clients, these specific statements were taken not only without his consent, in the sense that he was, let's say, forcibly ensured to make that he makes a statement, and secondly, he was not allowed the chance to obtain any legal advice from myself or my instructing attorney, which concerns me. And this, what's even more concerning is the fact that our particulars was at all times known to the SAPS. So what we require is only for our client, the accused number 1, to be treated fairly, and therefore we lodged the application successfully, I might add, this morning, where the court deemed it in the interest of justice that we be allowed access to that statement, seeing that that statement is what gave light to most of the investigations further, and that was on the state's own version. So in short, that is what we're seeking. We at no point at this stage looking at anything else but only obtaining a fair process for our client.
And will this allow you sufficient time to then consult with Mr. Oliver, who is accused number 1 in this matter?
Yes. It will. As you rightly indicated, I do not have access to that statement yet. So I'm still at the disposition. Our defence team is still at this disposition at this point, due to the fact that we might only get that statement on the 9th or a mere 1 or 2 days before I need to proceed with the bail application. But at this stage, it is a win. It's a win this far for the defence.
Thank you very much. Let me just briefly ask another defense attorney here who's representing accused number 2, that is Rudolph de Wet. Just very briefly for me, Jody Meyer, kindly talk to me about your application. Very briefly, summarize it, 30 seconds.
Thank you. Our application was for access to the police docket in preparation for a bail application in terms of Section 60, subsection 11, subsection A of the Criminal Procedure Act, read with Schedule 6 of the Criminal Procedure Act. There's an onus upon the accused to prove that exceptional circumstances exist which in the interest of justice permit his release on bail. In order for that to happen, we need a reasonable opportunity to prepare the exceptional circumstances, and for that we need insight into the police docket. Unfortunately, in our instance, the court did not agree with our approach and access to the docket was denied.
Thank you very much. These are the legal representatives for accused number 1, Zakaria Olivier, as well as accused number 2, Rudolph de Wet. There is another third accused who also faces another charge of the contravention of the Immigration Act, that is foreign national William Musora. This matter will be back on the 10th of September at the same court.